Hi guys, and welcome to the workshop. We're going to be carrying on with my project, the oil drum tabletops that I've been commissioned to do. So let's crack on with this part and let's have some fun. So guys, I've got a bit of 6mm MDF here and I don't know what I'm going to do. What shall I do? Any ideas? Can you shout at the camera please? Shout at the screen. Shout at the screen what I should do. If you know any ideas, put it in the comments below. Maybe I'll watch my first video and then maybe the second video will be actually how I go about cutting the circle out. No, I think I'm going to make something that will rotate around the circle and put a tool on the end. And because of this, I'm going to start with a jigsaw, cut it slightly larger than the circumference I want to test, or even just test one corner. So I think that's it. I'll get my jigsaw and figure out how I'm going to screw it to the 6mm and what size I need, and then wish me luck, guys. So I've got my jigsaw, don't know what it is, Makita 435. So it's a Makita 4350CT if anyone wants to know. I've had it absolutely years. I don't use it a lot because I hate blooming jigsaws, can never get a straight cut with it. So why am I trying to cut a circle with it if I can't get a straight cut? Oh well, here we go. So somehow I'm going to attach this to this and then cut it. So what is it I need to do? So first of all, let's see where the blade goes. So you can put the jigsaw on the end there, like that. Blade is there. So first job is to cut a hole out for the blade, put that flat, mark out some sort of screw hole fixings. Yeah. What's that? Where did that come from? Well, that ain't going back. I don't know where it goes. So I've removed the base purely to see these holes here. And I can mark them in there and then somehow fix it. Remove this useless plastic dustpan. So I'm going to put that in there, put that on there, and mark these holes. Just mark those holes. Oh, got some holes. Now find some screws. Look at that, so they are M4. So it's a matter of, will that be enough? Oh yeah, that might just work. First of all, I just want to check all the holes are in the right place before I go counting something below. So I've marked out where the jigsaw's going to go. I'm going to cut this down to width, then I'll cut it to length. So the next job is let's get on the table saw and cut this down. So guys, I'm just going to countersink the holes that I drilled into this MDF, and then attach a jigsaw to it and find out where the blade's going to be, because then I guess at the opposite end of that I need to mark where I'm going to drill the hole that I'm going to pivot around. I think, I'm not too sure to be fair, but I'm going to find the centre line of where the blade is, mark the point at the other end. Yeah, I'll make it up as I go guys, sorry. Nice and flush. Shouldn't be doing that without a mask on, but hey ho, whoops. So from this edge, the centre of the blade, or what do I do on the cutting edge? Cut? Do I do it at the cut? I don't know. Do I do it to the front of the blade? Let's have a look. So the front of the blade is 62 millimeters. 62 millimeters is the front. 61, 62 is the front of the blade. And the back of the blade, I'll do it from underneath actually, can't I? Is 70 mil, 62 millimeter, 70 millimeter. So that's 62 is to there, that's to the front, and 70 is to the back. So then it's 8 mil blades, so 4 mil from that. So that's the centre. So guys, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. We've got 62 to the front, 70 to the back. So 66 to the centre. So where should I put the pivot point at the other end to cut? I guess on the front I'm going to try it. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking too hard. Guys, I'm sorry about this. As you can tell, I've got no idea what I'm doing. I'm making up as I go. So I'm sorry I'm talking to the camera. I'm sorry I'm figuring out as I go. But it's an interesting process to go through, I think, if you've not done it before. So, you know, maybe you can learn with me, go through my logic. Maybe I could just sit there for hours watching YouTube videos and see how everyone does it. But typically when they do it, they might show you the jig maybe, or the end product in a lot of these videos, and they don't show you the process they go through to get where they get to. You know, I guess that comes down to editing videos and wanting to be sleek and professional on the camera, whereas me, well, I'm showing you warts and all, how I go through it, how I try and problem solve, how I try and think about it. Now if it's boring, let me know in the comments below. If you like what I'm doing, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. I really don't mind. To be fair, I'm struggling, I'm thinking about it as I go, but once I've done it the first time, we all know the second time, one, I can do it again, and two, next time I'll actually make it better and better and better. But I think it's interesting to show the process. So let's crack on and put the centre mark where I need to be. Guys, so I decided the front of the blade's at 62 millimeters in from the edge, so I'll mark 62 mil. Draw a line all the way along there. So we know our pivot point's going to be somewhere along that line. And we know that the diameter of the circle is 1.2 meters. We know the diameter is 1.2 meters. So we want to put a point 600 millimeters from the edge of the blade. Yeah, so on the blade, 600 there. So X marks the spot. So we're going to drill a hole there to go over the screw in the centre. Right, that's the next job. Yeah, I think that'll do. Now let's attach this to the middle then. Whoops guys, I said it's 1.2, however when I cut this I made it 1.22, which is the width of a sheet of MDF or sheet material full. So now my blade is bouncing on the top of the thingy-do, well it will do if I start it. So I'm just going to move the screw hole. Let's try again. You live and learn. We know it's another 10 mil on there. On that line, 10 mil. Let's try that. Let's try that. Oh yeah! Now to cut. So guys, I'm only going to cut the first corner because obviously I've got my sacrificial bench under there. It's not the best place to cut this on top. Probably put it on top of the barrel and then be able to get the clear blade all the way around. So I'm just going to clamp this board down and cut the first corner with my jigsaw and see how it goes. Now my jigsaw doesn't have good dust extraction, so please excuse me, but I'm going to wear a mask and I'm going to put my safety goggles on and let's give it a go. I'm not sure how it's going to start. The blade on a jigsaw is notorious for wobbling all over the place, but until you do it, you're never going to know. So let's give it a go. So that's not good, I just snapped the blade, so I'm going to move the board around anyway so I can keep going around the circle. I was going to cut the first corner, but it seems to be going so well, I'm going to keep on going. Let me change the blade. There's a snap blade. Okay, let's put the new blade in. That's done. Clamps off. Off, move that around, put that back down. So as you know, with a jigsaw, the blade's gone wonky like that. So now I've come off my line by quite a bit, and that's why the blade snapped actually. So now I've got the difficulty, how do I get it back on line? Oh my god, I hate jigsaws. I'm not sure if you can see it in the video. I can't see it because I've got my goggles on and I'm not looking. But the blade of the jigsaw keeps bending like that, which is they're notorious for doing, aren't they? Let's face it. I'm going as slow as I can, as you can see. It's not perfectly on the line, so jigsaw's not the perfect thing to do this with. I guess afterwards I could run a router around the edge and trim it up again, but I'll have to make another jig for that. But I'm just thinking aloud, when I want to go and do my actual top, I want it good, I want it nice, because someone's paying me to do this, let's face it. So I'm going to finish this off, turn it around so I can get to the other corners, because I've got the sacrificial bench underneath, as I mentioned, so I get them hanging off the end, cut these, and then let's have a look at the finished article. Ooh. So guys, I'm going to remove the jigsaw. Let's have a look at the end product. So guys, it's not too bad. It's not perfect, it's not too bad. So I do think now I need to go around with a router with a trimming bit and trim the edge off, because the trimming router bit won't flex like a jigsaw blade did. So we're going to have to now adapt that jig, put a router on the other end, and then try and trim this down. That's the end of part 2. Please be sure to tune in for part 3, where I'll be attaching the router to the jig and then cleaning up the edges with the router. I look forward to welcoming you back to the workshop soon.